Hi everyone, hope you all are fine after your vacation and all. Sometimes you are a little bit lazy, isn't it, for watching this video and all, isn't it? No problem. Let's start with a interesting chapter, okay? So in this third term, we have to discuss 3 lessons, okay? So the first we are moving to the lesson 5, presentation software special effects, okay? So let's start. Okay, the last grade and all you studied this presentation software, which is the presentation software, that is PowerPoint, Microsoft Office PowerPoint. Okay, that software we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay, for what purpose we are using this PowerPoint software? For what? If you want to present an information with along with the animation, graphics or sounds and all, which software you can use this PowerPoint software. Okay, so this presentation software is a structured delivery of information, which means you can include sound, animation or graphics into this information if you are using this PowerPoint software. Okay. Then who all use this particular software? Teachers can use, lecturers can use, otherwise professionals for business purposes all can use this particular PowerPoint software to show a data in a very attractive manner to the audience. Okay, if you want to present a document or an information in front of the audience in a attractive manner, you can use this PowerPoint software. In this PowerPoint software, you can add up sound, animation, graphics, pictures, whatever you want you can add up, include into this particular software. Okay, that's why everyone can, those who want to present something in front of the audience, they can use this particular PowerPoint software. So we already last grade we already discussed the slides. What do you mean by slides in presentation software? In a book you can see number of pages will be there. The same way itself in a PowerPoint software, if you want to create a presentation, you can include any number of slides. So we can give the definition for the slide, that is a slide represents a page in a presentation. So as you wish you can include any number of slides like the page itself, same way itself you can add up any number of slides. Okay, then what do you mean by slideshow? If you want to present each slide in front of the audience automatically, otherwise manually, you can use this slideshow option. Okay, that means a slideshow is an electronic presentation displayed on a computer screen. So through the computer screen, if you want to present slide by slide, you can call it as a slideshow. Got it? And if you want to take the printout of each and every slide, that is also possible by using this particular presentation software, that is PowerPoint. Got it? So let's discuss about what all elements are there in the PowerPoint window. We already studied that, anyway we can discuss. When you open a particular software, what all elements are there in the PowerPoint window. Okay, so let's move to the PowerPoint window. Before starting, let me ask who gave this idea, that is PowerPoint. The idea of PowerPoint came from the mind of Bob Gaskins. Okay, so let's start. Anyway, I know you all know how to open PowerPoint software. You can just revise how to start the PowerPoint software. For that, first of all, you have to click Start button. If you are continuously using, you can see the PowerPoint option in this Start button menu itself. Okay, otherwise you have to click All Programs. Okay, then after that you can see Microsoft Office package. Okay, so click the Microsoft Office package. From that you can choose Microsoft PowerPoint 2010, 2007, any version. Okay, whatever in your system that you can open. Okay, so the latest version of Microsoft PowerPoint released on 22nd September 2015, that is PowerPoint 2016. Okay, so now we are using Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. Okay, so sometimes if we are using 2007 and all, for the options and all slight variations will be there. Okay, don't bother about that, any version you can use. Okay, so just click the PowerPoint 2010 option, then you can see the PowerPoint window like that. Okay, so here what all elements are there for this in this window? First of all, you can see here on the top of, you can see the quick access tool bar. Okay, here you can see quick access tool bar, and next red color you can see file tab. Okay, and these all are the tabs available in this PowerPoint software. Okay, below that, what you can call this area below tabs, you can see different groups are available, that is clipboard group, slides group, font group, paragraph group, drawing group and editing group, and together this tab section and group section you can call it as a ribbon. Okay, and moving to the slide, you can see the top automatically one slide will be there, and this boxes you can see now, this box is known as placeholder. Okay, so inside this you can type any of your data and all. Okay, so this is the placeholder where we are holding the data. Okay, so this white blank is this particular area is known as a single slide. Okay, and here also you can see how many slides if it is available, that one by one slides you can view in this area. Okay, and down you can see the status bar. Okay, here zoom in, zoom out, view options and all you can see in this status bar. Down you can see the status bar. Okay, so these all are the different elements when you open a PowerPoint window. So moving to the first topic, that is creating a new presentation. So if you want to create a new presentation, you have to click the file tab. Okay, click automatically. If you open by default you can see particular slide. If you want to create a new presentation, another new presentation, first of all you have to click the file tab. Okay, and from that you can see the option new option, click the new option. Okay, then you can see some different ways to create a new presentation. You can see under this available templates and themes. Below that you can see some available templates. Okay, that is blank presentation, recent templates, sample templates, themes, my templates, new from existing. Okay, and one more in your textbook, office.com templates, that is these all templates. Okay, different variety forms you can see if you are clicking this particular new option. So you can choose in which way your presentation will be. Okay. The different ways to create a new presentations in Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 are blank presentation, recent templates, sample templates, themes, my templates, new from existing, then office.com templates. Okay. Then what do you mean by templates? Enough and more time, now itself I used this term template. What do you mean by? This word template is a general term used for a pattern which remains the same throughout the presentation. All the slides have the same background you select. So if you are clicking blank presentation, what will happen? If you are choosing this template, all the presentation slides will be a blank one. If you are using this themes template, what will happen? All the slides, whatever we are using, different themes will be available. Okay, like that way, that is known as templates. Okay, so different templates available are, these are the different templates, 7 templates we discussed. Okay, Now we can discuss how to insert a sample templates into your presentation. If you are using the sample template, it will be very easy you to do your work quickly and easily. Okay, so let's move how to create a presentation using sample templates. For that, the first step is File tab, click the new option, then you can see the template, sample template option. Click the sample templates option under available templates and themes. Okay, click it. Then you can see, select the sample template you want to choose for your presentation. So different type you can see here. Okay, so any type you want you can click here. So here classic photo album, contemporary photo album, 5 rules introducing PowerPoint, like that way different templates are available. So any model if you want you can choose. Just if I choose this training one, then you can see here, you can see the preview, and after that below that you can see the button create button. Click the create button. After that, see all the slides comes under in this template. You can view in this left side, and here this is the slide. Okay, and inside if you are clicking in this placeholder, you can change the data and you can type your own any data. Here simply I just type welcome. So like that way any data you can change. Got it. So this is the way to create a sample templates. Once again, click the file tab, new option. Under the option available templates and themes, click the sample templates, choose the sample templates option. Which one you want, you just select it. After that click the create button. According to that you can see different slides available in that template. Without any designs, you can see a blank template. You can see a blank slide is available. Okay, so inside this also you can type anything, and let's discuss how we can make we can give our own design to this slides. Okay, the first we are discussing about formatting slide text. So different styles we can give to a particular word or a text. So inside the placeholder, if you want anything to type, you can type it. So let me type this welcome itself, and down I just type grade 5. Okay, so step 1, select the text which is to be formatted. So now which word you want to format? 2 words are available, welcome and another word grade 5. So which word you want? First of all you have to select that particular word. Okay, after that step 2, use font drop down list from the font group on the home tab to choose the font face. So under the home tab you can see the font group. Here you can see this font faces. Okay, click it and you can choose which type of word you want, you can choose it. So let me select this one. So you can see now this particular which word we selected, that particular word face, the font face changed to this one. Okay, see grade 5, no change for the grade 5. Which word we selected, for that particular word only the effect applied. Okay, step 3, use font size. If you want to change the, now it's this much size is available. If you want to increase the size from the font group itself, you can see here font size option. Click it. Okay, now it's 44. If you want to increase, you can choose any value. If you want to decrease also, you can. So according to your wish, you can choose the size. Got it? And the fourth step is, if you want to make this one as a bold, italic or underline, you can see in the font group itself, these options are available. Bold, B for bold, I for italic, U for underline. So it's already, you can choose bold if you want to make it bold one. If you want to make it at italic, click italic. So it's like variation you can see for the letters. And if you want to make it underline, click the underline option. See, it's underlined. And one more option in this category, that is, here you can see text shadow option also. So it will help you to stand out on the slide. Okay, so it will look more attractive if highlight, that important text will be little bit highlighted. Okay, if you are choosing this text shadow, this just look on here itself. When I click on this particular option, text shadow, slightly highlighted that particular text. That is the usage of this text shadow option. Okay. Then step 5, you can see font color. So font group itself, here you can see a simple A letter you can see, which means you are using for font color. So here you can see a drop down arrow, click it, and from this color palette you can choose any color for this text. Here I just choose green color and increase the font size. We already discussed here one option is there, font size to increase. Otherwise you can choose here also to increase the font size and decrease the font size. Two options also available. So simply if you are clicking this option also, the size of this text will be increased. If you are clicking this decrease font size option, this one will be decreased. Got it? And next we are moving to the specifying alignments. Okay, alignment mean, what do you mean by alignment? Where we have to place this particular text, that is alignment. That is, you can keep the text in center, left side, right side, top, bottom, like that way, anywhere you can keep it. Inside this placeholder, you can move this particular text. Okay. So mainly there are two types of alignments are available, that is horizontal alignment and vertical alignment. Okay. Horizontal alignment and vertical alignment. Horizontal alignment means, horizontal means we are moving this one to left, right and center. Okay, and one more is there, that is justify. Okay, so in my textbook both the alignment option is interchanged, that is page number 60 you can see horizontal alignment and page number 61 you can see vertical alignment. Okay, instead of page number 60, instead of horizontal alignment you just change there into vertical alignment. Okay, the first alignment in your textbook is vertical alignment. Okay, vertical alignment options are top, middle, bottom. Okay, and the second alignment is horizontal. Cut the vertical and write down the horizontal alignment. Okay, in my textbook it is like that. You just check out below the vertical alignment, the options are top, middle, bottom, and below the horizontal alignment the options are text left, center, right, justify. Okay, so just check it and change the heading. So the first we can discuss in your textbook, first one is vertical alignment. Okay, so just to change the heading into vertical alignment. If it is like that only you have to change it. Okay, vertical alignment. How we can change the alignment? For the vertical alignment, first of all you have to select the text. After that click the align text drop down list arrow from the paragraph group on the home tab. Okay. So here you can see the paragraph group. Okay. So there you can just click the, from the paragraph group, here you can see align text option. And near to that you can see the drop down arrow, click it. So you can see the vertical alignment options are top, middle and bottom. Okay, top means in this inside the placeholder this particular text will move to the top. See, if I click it you can see it move to the top. So let me decrease the size, then it will be clear for you. Okay, so this much size is enough. See, if I click the text and if I choose the middle one, see the text move to the middle part of this placeholder. If I choose the bottom option, see the text move to the bottom of this placeholder. So if we are moving this text into a vertical manner, that is known as vertical alignment. 3 options for vertical alignment, that is top, middle and bottom. Got it? And moving to the horizontal alignment, the same way itself, first of all you have to select the text. After that you can see here in this paragraph group itself, you can see the options here. So these all are the 4 are the horizontal alignment options. The first one is align text left, second one center, third one align text right, and the fourth one is justify option. And if I choose the right option, this particular text move to the right of the placeholder. And if I choose the left one, left alignment, this particular word move to the left of the placeholder. And if I click the center one, what will happen? It will move to the center position. So horizontally, if the word move in horizontal manner, that is known as horizontal alignment. Got it everyone? So let's discuss one more topic, after that we can wind up. Okay, so that is specifying line spacing. That is, if we are typing 2 or 3 words, here you can see the space in between how much. Let me move this one into the middle portion. Okay. See how much space are there in between. If you want to increase the space in between the 2 lines, you can choose this line spacing option. For that, first of all you have to select the text. After that, from the paragraph group, you can see here line spacing option. Okay, so if you move the cursor towards each option, you can see the option name. Okay, line spacing option, drop down arrow you can see. Just click the drop down arrows. Now only this much space in between. If you want to increase the space, you can choose any of the option. See the difference. So here we adjusted the increase the space in between the 2 words. If you want to decrease, same way itself, click the option and you can click the any of the desired option. Then you can set the line spacing in between the paragraph or otherwise any 2 lines. Got it everyone? Okay. Hope you all clear this much topics what I taught. Okay, so read the lesson properly, and those who have the system, just try to look on the options. Okay, so related to this topics, I will give the question answers. Copy the question answers to your notebook. Okay, let me wind up today's session. Thank you. Have a nice day.